guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an airbrush set with chrome details added, and I'm just going to jump right into the video. So I had already painted my polish on and it's curing for 60 seconds. And for my airbrush machine, I just use acetone and I use my regular gel polish. When I first started doing airbrush, I thought that I needed the airbrush paint or whatever comes with it to do it, but honestly I saw this hack on Instagram to where people just use acetone in their gel polish, and I've been rocking with it since. Also, if you are looking for a good airbrush machine to start out with, and of course it's beginner friendly, it's not complicated, it's very simple. I've had it for about 6 months. I would highly recommend this airbrush machine. I'll have it linked in the description box, and I got it right from Amazon, so I'll definitely have the link for you guys. And as you guys can see, I pretty much just mixed that solution. I didn't show me doing the pink, but it's pretty much the same the way I did the blue, and that way it just turned out super pigmented, and I am curing it between each coat, and I was absolutely loving the way this turned out. I probably did about 4 layers for the pink. Now, I also would to recommend holding the airbrush machine about 5 to 6 inches away from the nail, only because you don't want to be too far, because you won't be able to really see, and you'll just honestly just be blowing the paint out and then not hitting the nail. So I hold about a couple inches away, and I make sure I'm not too close, because if you're too close then it won't give that airbrushed effect. But as you guys can see, it's turning out really pretty, and pretty much for each nail I did have to clean out the airbrush machine and just redo this for each step. But honestly, in total, it probably took me about 30 minutes to do this design, and honestly it probably only took that long, and maybe not even 30. I honestly think it took about 20 to 25. But it honestly even took as long as it did because I did do a different color airbrush on each nail. But if you are using the same color, it is much faster. And this is how it turned out before I added the silver. And then for the orange, I didn't have a polish that I wanted, so I kind of mixed my own with the bright orange and white to get a creamsicle color. And this actually turned out very pigmented, which I was happy with. So for this one, I only did do 2 layers. And by the second layer, I was like, okay, cool. Now, when you are doing airbrush, I do highly recommend to top coat it before you do any extra designs, because it is very easy for your design to get messed up. So I am a little bit out of frame, but if you are a nail tech, you know how to paint on top coat. But I definitely recommend always top coating your airbrush, because if you mess up on a design or you don't like something and you use acetone, it's going to pretty much take away your entire design. And then before I start the chrome, I just wanted to sharpen up my tips to make sure everything was nice and crisp. And you know, since it is top coated, my design is safe. And then after this is when I go into the chrome details. So I got my chrome gel from Sissy, and I absolutely love this paint because when I first started doing chrome designs, I could not get it down packed with the chrome powder. It just turned out so messy. So when I found this paint, I absolutely loved it because it really gave that silver metallic look without me actually having to worry about the mess of the airbrush. Now, the one thing I will say is that it is very thick, so sometimes it can be tricky to mess with, but overall, I do like the paint as a whole, and I definitely don't mind using it. And any other, I feel like, metallic or chrome paint I use, I always felt like it really didn't resemble chrome, and it was more so of a like shimmery glitter type of look. And I will also have this gel paint linked for you guys in the description. As far as for the nail art brushes, I will have those linked as well. They're pretty basic, honestly. I got those from Amazon as well. And my polishes, they're mostly D&D, so I just got them from a local nail supply store, but D&D does have a website as well. And honestly, as I was going through with this design, guys, I was just being super random. There was really no like plan in my head. I just knew I wanted to add something to it without it being charms. and especially like this little star thing. Like at first I was gonna fill it in, and then after I got done with the star, and I learned this star hack back in like middle school. I don't know if anybody else does this, but this has always stuck with me with how to make a star. But once I did the star and I didn't fill it in, I actually kind of loved the way it turned out, so I left it like that. So honestly, there was really no thought put into these chrome details. I just honestly went with whatever my brain told me, and when I say I love the way this turned out, like I just love the way it turned out. It was just very different from what I usually do, and I don't know, it was just very cute. It gave spring vibes. I don't know about you guys or where you guys, how the weather is where you are, but I am over the winter weather in the dull colors, so I'm definitely jumping into my spring colors. Well, technically it's spring now, but I'm definitely jumping into the spring colors as soon as possible. And so pretty much I just added some little random dots where I felt necessary, and then I went back with my top coat and made sure everything was secured for another 60 seconds. And this is how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. It looks so clean and pretty. It's definitely giving spring. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this set. Would you try it? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I love this set, because honey, I was obsessed. I didn't even want to take them off.